Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot, where I come to you with unbrushed hair, but I do have the moon diary. Look at that picture. It's really nice, isn't it? Kind of a very wintry scene. What does it say that is? Let me put my glasses on. That's for the 10th, which is next weekend. It is Goose Mother by Wendy Andrew. There you go, it kind of matches the blue in my top as well. But we are talking today about Monday the 5th of January 2026, thank you, where the moon is in Leo. Lovely jubbly. And look, isn't it pretty? I love that. We are doing the Almanac, a seasonal guide to 2026 by Leah Lindertz. And also she's put some gold in the fronds and I'm just deeply impressed with it. Can you see that? Look, a little bit of bling. Everybody needs a bit of bling. She skimped out on the back of it though. That's not got the fronds, although we do have a nice fox. Swing! I know. So let's have a little bit from this. Ooh, look at the colour. Green on the inside, and as ever, a very good value ribbon. Where's she put the ribbon? See, look, the ribbon is on a certain day and I want to know which one it is. Hang on. Ooh. I wonder if it's the same for all of them. It's in April. Preview, the willow. That's where the ribbon is. So we take the ribbon out. We are in January. Oh wow, pretty pictures, look, a lot of fox type stuff going on here. Okay, in the January woods. Mary, you're always in the woods in January, so say hello in the comments. The January woodland is cold and still, all slanting light and dark shadows. The long fallen leaves softening in the winter rains and turning to rich, dark leaf mould. The trees are bare now, finally revealing fully the many clumps of mistletoe that survived the Christmas harvest. Balls of evergreen magic, as the Druids believed, suspended between heaven and earth. The cold and the frost have sent almost everything else underground, including me. It's black ice on the pavements outside, so I'm not going out. Creatures and greenery alike are tucked away, and most of what is left to see is hard, cold soil and hard, cold bark. Tough times in its many forms. The deep, craggy, scale-like fissures of oak bark, the smooth battleship grey of beech, the wildly swirling diagonal tracks of sweet chestnut. Mosses, such as glittering wood moss, common haircap and silky forklet moss, are now glowing their brightest green in the low light, becoming almost luminous on damp, overcast days. On fallen logs you can see turkey tail fungus, scalloped and white-edged like its namesake, as well as scarlet elf cups and velvet shanks. That's like a kind of OnlyFans for the woods, isn't it? I like that. A lot of passion in there, a lot of visual. Okay, there's another half, but I thought we could do that on another day. We're going to have a bit of magic mosaic oracle and see where it takes us. Because I'm feeling a bit like it's a kind of a scrambled, I don't know, these early days of January are scrambling to make sense of things, aren't they? And scrambling to recover from, there's this big expectation that it's like a reset, but at the same time you're not feeling like you've had a reset, because really you've just turned from one day to the next. Interesting. Okay, we've got 4. Take the 5th one in a minute. Nice. That That's so weird. First off, we've got butterfly. This is always a nice image because it's to do with like rebirth and free yourself from limitations, allow yourself to transform and to grow. Okay. What I also get is this implies that someone is releasing a butterfly. If you did have a butterfly cupped in your hands that you were releasing, you have to be quite careful with them. They're very delicate things, aren't they? You know, you wouldn't want to be feisty with it. It's like a release. It's not like a chuck the butterfly over there and it will fly faster. It's more of a letting something out, letting something happen, an opening out. And I feel like the energy at the moment, we may not have the energy, and I hope we don't have the energy really, for a big run up at 2026. This is more of an exploratory kind of opening of 2026. Then we get this bad boy, the web. Nice. I love spiders' webs. This is about caution. It says someone may be trying to deceive you. So it could be this, but I'm getting, especially with the other cards that I'm getting, a softer take on it than that. You could be trying to work your way through webs, which I've mentioned this before. If you break a spider's web, they build another one. We also talked, and I don't know what the mathematical thing is, but I'm pretty sure that behind a spider's web there's some sort of Fibonacci sequence or some weird thing like that. And there's something here about if there is a web or something in your way or something you fear, it's more about observing it and marveling at the sequence than it is fearing it and trying to destroy it or get through it or clear it. Almost like Leah Lindertz was talking about with what's going on in the January woods. You know, there's all kinds of what looks to us to be quite soggy misery. Underneath it, when everything goes underground, there's so much actually happening. There's always something happening in the woods, isn't there? Whatever season it is. But we can't necessarily see it happen. We can't see the minutiae. We can't see the weird stuff going on underneath the ground. We can sort of observe the trees, but we don't see the whole picture. Look for the bigger picture is what I'm trying to say. Find what's fascinating and follow it. Illuminate it. Open gradually. Then we get the lighthouse. I love this. Always love a lighthouse. Stand firm and resilient in the face of adversity. And lighthouses put up with a lot, don't they? They stick through massive storms and it's just incredible. So this is also about a light touch, but also being firm and resilient all at the same time. Also with the lighthouse, it's like a light being shown to the sailors to stop them crashing into the rocks. So notice when you're getting signs or symbols or that you're being guided away from the rocks. Then we get quill, and I've been having a few weird little trances about this where I'm writing with a quill and I'm hearing the scratchy noise of it. Engage in creative writing exercises to explore your thoughts and feelings, or, you know, journaling or doodling, painting, whatever, but something where you've got hand-eye and you're holding it. And let's have an outcome card now. Oh, I love that. Release any emotions that no longer serve you and allow yourself to grow. I love that also because waterfalls have an enormous amount of power, but it's not overt, you know, it's just contained within. And it's got the whole going with the flow, because if you ever try and climb back up a waterfall, that's not very fruitful, okay? So, graceful opening, gradual opening, noticing where things are trying to stand in your way or hold you in. Become fascinated by them, become a part of them almost. Know when you're being shown away from the rocks, and also acknowledge your own resilience and trust yourself. Get out what you need to get out creatively, and go with the flow, not against it. Happy early January, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.